I used to live the way that everyone else lived. You couldn't tell my actions apart from anybody else's actions in this world. I was just like everybody else. I had the same opinions, the same fears, the same outlooks of life, the same beliefs. And, mainly it was just because I didn't want to change. I was scared to change and I was scared to recover from the eating disorder. I wanted to stay hidden in my past, keep it to myself, not share my story with anybody. It was just too long and nobody cared to hear it. Nobody needed to know it. It wasn't going to help anybody, of course. Um, I was just like the rest of the world. I wasn't any different. I was following false doctrines, false gods. I was just blending in with everybody. But it wasn't until I found the real, true God that I was different. That people started turning around and looking at me, and, sometimes with joy or sometimes with hate, just because I changed, just because my belief system changed. And it was all because of God. And people will look at you strangely if you say you believe in Christ and God and that He was born of a virgin and all the other stuff in the Bible. People will turn away from you if you do not agree with them, the worldly system that, there is no God, or I don't know if there's a God, or just all these other things, or, there's no way Jesus was born of a virgin. That doesn't make any sense. Just throwing bits and pieces that they don't want to agree with out of the Bible. People don't want to believe what's in there because it's too harsh. It condemns them, and they don't want to follow rules. People have a hard time surrendering anymore to God. They just don't want to do it. Well, you know, it says in here, do not commit adultery. Well, okay, I don't have any problem doing that. But then they'll go out to strip clubs. I'm not going to be with that girl up there on the bar, but I just want to look at her. I want to fantasize about her. I want to lust. I want to have thoughts in my head that are adulterous. Well, Jesus said, truly I say to you, if any man look upon a woman with lust in his heart, he has committed adultery already in his heart. So he is an adulterer at heart in God's eyes. Not in man's maybe, because man's like, well, as long as you don't go out and physically cheat, then you're cool. You know, you don't go to strip clubs, you don't go to bars, you don't do drugs, you don't believe this or that. Well, you're not cool, and I hate you. You know, but my beliefs aren't about me turning it around on you and saying, if you believe in something different from me, I'm not gonna say, well, I hate you. That's not how I work. But I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it at all. Um, and just because you don't believe in God doesn't make that it's not true. You look around and God is everywhere. And things are happening that the Bible is predicting, and it's coming true all around us. And people might say, well, the world's been like this for ages. Yeah, but God takes his time. It's slow. He wants to show his people. He's giving us warning now. We are being warned. And if we do not pay attention, if we turn a blind eye to him, we will be with the rest of the world. Surrender is hard, yes. But at the same time, it's so easy when we just give our lives to Christ. And everything just falls into place. I'm not saying it becomes perfect, but it does become amazing. And our lives will change and we will be rewarded. Why can't we just get through this life with our struggles and just bear the crosses that we have been given? Why can't we just get through it and then have an amazing reward at the end? This life is like that. It's just a snap. It's nothing. But people want to go out and party hard now because this is all we have. No, it's not. Why, what makes you think this is all we have? This is all we have. Well, gosh, I must be dreaming this up, you know. The Bible has been around for so many years, and Christ said that his words will never pass away, and it's you either believe or you don't. You're not lukewarm. You can't be just in the middle. He'd rather you hate him than just be in the middle. You can't pick and choose what you want God to be. God is who he is. He doesn't change just because you said he does. He will reveal to you who he is when you stand before him on Judgment Day. And then you will see. A lot of people might turn this video off because they think I'm full of garbage. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to adhere to their conscience. And I might sound a little forward, but I'm just tired of holding in the goodness of God. I'm tired of the slander of God's name from people. I want to give God glory. There's nothing that I have done. Nothing. I'm not here saying, well, you got to believe in this, so blah, 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 blah. You watch this. If you don't still believe, I'm still your friend. I can't make you believe. God has to make you believe. I still love and care about people. So did Jesus. So did God. God still loves and cares about the people that don't love him. But God just seems like a fantasy to some people. Just made up by people that don't want to face reality. But God is reality. That's the reality. Not facing reality is saying that there isn't a God. And then living by your own standards. Well, where's that going to get you? You're just human. We could fall and break now, and then you rely on yourself. You rely on yourself. You are your own God if you rely on yourself.